Hello everyone! It's me, RGR Vlog. Kung bago ka pa lang sa aking channel, please don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bells para updated ka sa mga susunod kong mga videos. So guys, pag-uusapan natin ngayon ang how to apply as caregiver in Israel and what are the requirements. So, pag-uusapan natin step by steps. So, una guys is what are the requirements. First thing we do is to find agency that is accredited by the POAL. So, may dalawa po tayong step. Number one is, first step is requirements needed for processing of your documents in Israel Embassy. And the second step is before sending your CV or resume authenticated documents in Israel Agency. So, pag-uusapan muna natin is yung mga requirements para ma-process ang papers natin na maayos sa Israel Embassy. But, beware, may mahigpit na pinagbabawal ang pagsubmiti or pag-submit ng fake na documents, tampered at edited na mga dokumento. At mahigpit din na pinagbabawal ang mag-ina, mag-ama, mag-asawa sa bansang Israel. Paraduhin na wala kayong asawa, ina, anak dito sa Israel para matanggap kayo sa agency. So, gaya ng sinasabi ko kanina guys, is maghanap ng agency na accredited sa POAL. So, ang pag-uusapan natin, ang i-discuss kong mga requirements is requirements ng Kenmore Agency. So, kung single ka is kailangan ng birth certificate, NSO, and local copy with receipt. And kung ikaw naman ay married, kailangan ng birth certificate, marriage certificate from PSA or NSO, and local copy and also with receipt. So, number one requirements of course is original passport with 3 years validity. So kung alam mong walang 3 years, i-renew mo na yan. So, number 2 is police clearance with receipt with 6 months validity. Sa pangatlo is new NBI clearance with receipt also, at kailangan din ng 5 months validity. So, number 4 is yung ID of applicants. Either ito ay passport, postal ID, SSS, UMID, school ID, or yearbook, elementary or high school, old NBI clearance, PRC ID, or old passport. For example naman, kung old passport ang present mo, is kailangan mo ng copy of contract, air ticket copy, PDOS certificate, OWA certificate, health ID, and pictures taken from your country of work or any form of documents that you are legal, na proof na you are legal na nag-abroad ka sa ibang bansa. So, yung ID of applicants na nabanggit ko, either doon ang i-provide mo. So, ID of wife or husband kung ikaw ay married. SSS, driver license, old NBI, old passport. Tapos, kung namatay naman yung spouse mo, kailangan ng death certificate, must be authenticated by the DFA, NSO, DFA Embassy. So, if ang asawa mo naman is nasa abroad, kailangan natin ng Certificate of Appearance or COA. Kailangan authorized by the Philippine Embassy. May kasamang passport, visa, at yun ang idra-dry seal ng Philippine Embassy, at kailangan ma-send yun ng original by mail, either FedEx, DSL, or apps. Kasi kailangan yun dapat original. So, number 6 na requirements is wedding album, family pictures, bago at luma. Kung ikaw naman ay may anak or maraming anak, children, number 7 na requirements, children, kailangan mong i-provide ang birth certificate from NSO and local copy, and also all new pictures, either na picture nyong magpamilya na sa baptismal, birthday, outing, graduation, or family gatherings. Number 8 is ID of parents. So, if below 60 years old ang parents mo, you need to provide postal ID, SSS ID, or your voter's ID, voter certification, driver license, PRC. It depends kung ano yung available na ID sa kanila. Basta kailangan nilang at least 3 to 2 IDs. So, if your parents is 60 years old above, kailangan ng senior ID. Kailangan din ng SSS, postal ID, driver license, depende kung ano yung mai-provide nyo. So, if your mother dead or father dead or husband dead, kailangan lang i-provide mo ng death certificate from NSO and local copy. Tapos, i-plus mo yung burial pictures and medical certificate na siya ay namatay talaga. So, yun guys ang mga requirements para mai-process ang papers mo para sa para sa Israel Embassy. So guys, dadako tayo sa number 2 na step, yung before sending your CV or resume and authenticated documents dito sa Israel Agency. Kailangan natin din guys ng birth certificate from local and NSO. If you are married, kailangan natin ng marriage certificate. Ito ay from PSA or local with receipt, tigi-isa. And then, at least 2 valid IDs. Tapos, kailangan din natin ng pictures. Pictures na 2x2. 2x2 picture, 8 pieces, white background. Dapat naka-formal attire ka, at syempre naka-smile ka para sa ganon ma-attract yung mag-hire sa'yo. So, kailangan din guys ng whole body picture. Also, black and white. At latest travel records or travel documents. Ito ay kinukuha sa Bureau of Immigration sa may Intramuros. Dapat guys, hindi ka nag-overstay sa ibang bansa, or if nag-tourist ka man, dapat kailangan mai-provide mo yon na tourist ka doon. Dapat lahat is documented. And of course guys, hindi mawawala ang singleness. And of course, hindi rin mawawala ang training caregiver, NC2, Hebrew lesson, and housekeeping. After that, kailangan mo rin mag-pre-medical examination and also final examination. Last but not the least, authentication or yung apostille or red ribbon from the embassy. So, then, after that, na-accomplish mo lahat-lahat yon, ipo-forward na ang Philippine agency to Israel agency ang mga authenticated documents mo. And then, after that, na ma-select ka ng employer, so, kailangan mo ng visa stamping. Kailangan mo ng mag-PDOS, mag-OWA, at saka visa stamping or visa verification. And last but not the least is visa appearance. So, kung wala kang problema sa pagkuha mo ng visa mo, visa appearance mo, well, good luck and see you here soon. I hope guys, ito nakatulong sa inyo na mga aspiring applicants. Ito guys na requirements is base lang sa Kenmore Agency. Hindi ko po alam kung ano ang requirements ng ibang agency. Pero ang diniscuss natin ngayon is requirements po ng Kenmore Agency. Isa po itong private agency na accredited na magpaalis papunta dito sa Israel. So, maraming salamat guys. I hope nakatulong po itong video na ito sa inyo. God bless!